Destination Software. Yeah, you know them. They're the reason Chicken Shoot exists. Yeah, you know Destination Software. And before they were ruining your Wii, they were ruining your memories. They released a whole bunch of arcade compilations on the Game Boy Advance, and I've had the good fortune of reviewing a number of them. And by that I mean the lousy fucking fortune. But I will say this, out of all their terrible GBA compilations, Marble Madness and Clax, Paperboy and Rampage, the list goes on. This one's probably the best of the bunch. I mean, this one's only mostly terrible. It's Gauntlet and Rampart for the Game Boy Advance. So it's been the same story with every one of these games I've played. They take classic games and they ruin them. I mean, some of the ports are just decisively broken, like Marble Madness, but a lot of them seem to get everything right, except for something. And usually, it's something vital to the game. That's the case with this version of Gauntlet. I mean, this is a solid port of a multiplayer classic that it doesn't have multiplayer. How does it not have multiplayer? Yeah, that's right. This is single-player Gauntlet. I mean, if you can imagine anything more boring, you're a very sick person. I mean, Gauntlet was a great arcade game, and a groundbreaking game too. Kind of set the blueprint for all the multiplayer dungeon crawling games to come. So it's like, this game's entire claim to fame was its multiplayer. It's 4-player multiplayer, with 4 different characters, with 4 different abilities. This is Gauntlet without the multiplayer. It's Gauntlet without the entire freaking point of Gauntlet! And I mean, to be fair, it's an otherwise decent port. It looks great, it sounds great, it plays great, it even runs great, which is kind of impressive. It has those entire screens just filled with enemies, and it handles them, no problem. Oh, but then you get to Rampart, and it's the complete opposite. Like, literally the opposite. This game runs like shit. And it's crazy. I mean, how can you do Gauntlet, and it runs fine, and then you do Rampart, a game with a fraction of the stuff going on, and it has lag? Are you kidding me? How's that even possible?
Ready, aim, fire!
And to be honest, that's what pisses me off the most about this entire ordeal. Like, I'm not the world's biggest Gauntlet fan, but I freaking love Rampart. It's one of my favorite arcade games. So to see it like this, you know, it's just limping around, all pathetic. This is so pathetic. And I just want to put it down, you know, put it out of its misery. But like, I also don't have the heart, because it's Rampart. But look at me! This cartridge is eating me up inside!
Well done!
So as you're placing walls around your fortresses, it lags. The game f***ing lags. And at the least desirable time for lag in the history of time for lag. Because you're on a timer. When the game decides to lock up during that process, it just throws off your whole mojo. And mojo's just so important in Rampart. And not only that, it doesn't even follow the rules. What game does that? Yo, we're living in a society. You're supposed to get additional cannons when you close in your fortresses, but in this version, you just get 2 after each round. Like, what? That's not how you Rampart. Of course, this isn't how you Gauntlet either, but this compilation doesn't seem to care. So why should I, you know? Gauntlet, by yourself, is one of the most repetitive and boring games you could possibly imagine. And Rampart with lag, and without multiplayer as well, isn't much better. And it sucks because having games like this on the go would be too good. Turns out it's too good to be true. Destination. It's Gauntlet and Rampart for the Game Boy Advance. I've never been more pissed off.
Warrior meets moon. Bad warrior is about to die. Oh.